the lights are out, but there's not much I can do because we're in the middle of a quarantine. So, hey guys, it's a little late getting to you with this video. I said I was going to do it every 2 weeks. It's actually been 3.5 weeks now. I didn't get to one last week because the social distancing thing had me out of the office. I was at home, and so not here to shoot videos. But as of 2 days ago, 2 days ago, on April 1st, we went into an official shelter-in-place here in in Maine, which meant that I had to relocate from home to the office. So this is where I am staying now. That might sound a little weird. Where I have an office, so I'll explain real quick. I mean, you guys probably don't care, but I'll explain anyway. Where I have my office and my YouTube studio across the hall is actually an apartment where I used to live. And I have 2 elderly cats who live here at the office. And so they can't move. If they were to move, they would probably die from the shock of moving. They're 20 and 21, in case you're curious. So that means that since shelter in place means that you can't just go back and forth however you want, I have to stay here to make sure that the cats have some sort of interaction. They went like 2 weeks without having me here more than an hour or so 2 times a week. An hour and a half, 2 times a week, and it's not okay. It's not fair to the cats. So I'm back to staying at the office for the time being. Which means that I'm away from the Queen, which sucks, you guys. It's awful. She's been really lonely too, which is understandable. In case you're curious, she can't come stay at the office because she has her own pets and a child. So we're stuck apart until this whole quarantine bullshit's over, which sucks. But I'm trying to find a positive spin to put on that, but I got nothing. So, yeah, I've been late getting the video up. But I will be back next week. Yeah, I will be back next week for the regular every 2 weeks thing. I think I'm coming up on 2 months of HRT at this point. I'm not sure, but I think I'm coming up on 2 months of HRT, which actually has some fun things to talk about with that. But I'm going to save it. If you want to know all about 2 months HRT and my boobs, you're going to have to come back. Speaking of my boobs, I started doing... I had an Instagram account, but I hadn't touched it for a really long time. So I started thinking, hey, maybe I could do some modeling. It's something that always kind of interested me, but I felt like a gross boy. But now that I don't feel like a gross boy, I'm rambling. Anyway, so I started a modeling thing on Instagram. I've got 2 sets up right now. You can see my right there. If you wanna check it out, right there. And my Twitter, right there. Links to it regularly. Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing lewds on Instagram. I've got 2 sets up right now that are just pictures of my legs, mostly. But, these are my money makers. I get a 38-inch inseam, so I gotta put it to use, I guess. But there's a market. There's an actual market for people who are interested in lewds and nudes of trans women. I gotta do a whole video about that, because I've got a lot of rants about societal transphobia around dating trans women. Anyway, yeah, I'll do a whole video about that at some point in time, I'm sure. What's the other thing I wanted to say? Yeah, so check that out if you want to. Yeah. I'm going to stop rambling because I didn't have a whole lot to talk about when I started. I just wanted to make sure that I did get a video put together for you guys and posted so that you didn't think I was just completely vanished. Oh, I did settle on a name for myself. I tried a bunch of different things. Well, I can't say I tried a bunch of different things, but I had a bunch of different ideas and I thought about different things. But no name really kind of clicked for me until I was talking to a friend of mine, and she suggested Carmilla, the based on after the vampire story, the tragic lesbian vampire story. So that's what I went with. I really really like it. So it's Carmilla. That's why it says here, Carmilla, TLV, tragic lesbian vampire. Um, but I'm going mostly by Cammy, which I think is hella cute. So yeah, I have a name, which is nice. I changed the name of the YouTube channel. You may have noticed from the excuse me, from what I thought was actually kind of lame in retrospect to Cammy at Home. So now this is Cammy at Home. I'll see you guys next week. Stay safe, stay sane. Love you. You're valid. These are trying times, but we can get through it if we get through it together. If we work together. Whatever. You know what I was trying to say.